I wanted to share with you one of the most powerful shifts that I had along my journey based on an idea that Matt Kahn shared a long time ago, where he says that the way we would benefit the most from as to how we talk to our inner child is to talk in the way that you would talk to a 5-year-old in pain. And here's what I noticed based on parents that I've come across. In previous generations, even the way that someone would talk to a 5-year-old in pain, we know and we've seen is not the most beneficial. So it would still be with a lot of compassion, obviously, and a lot of love. But what that does, it provides a little filter in some ways as to what kind of teaching resonates with us and what kind of teaching will be helpful and beneficial and well received by our inner child. Because think about this, even with a lot of the like law of attraction kind of teachings, right? If your inner child is in pain and you're going in, trying to be there for your inner child, you wouldn't say to a 5-year-old in pain, like, oh, I wonder why you attracted this. Right? Maybe you wouldn't say like, oh, why are you manifesting these? Let's go deeper. Like, why are you manifesting these? Would you say that to a 5-year-old that comes crying to you in pain? Would you say like, oh, there's probably a reason for this. There's probably a deeper reason for this. Or, oh, don't worry, like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You wouldn't say, oh, just man up, or you have to get through this, or you'll be able to see the lessons after you get through it. Or there's many like beautiful spiritual insights that we could share to someone, because obviously many beautiful ones that I didn't share in the example, but I wanted to share the ones that could maybe have more of an impact for this example. But even a beautiful and maybe very truthful spiritual insight and very deep wisdom might not be the most appropriate or beneficial for when a 5-year-old is going through a lot of emotional pain or crying for something, right? So when your inner child is going through a lot, maybe that type of insight and wisdom might not be the best and the most appropriate thing. Maybe all that inner child wants to know is that it's safe. Is that it's okay that you're here. I'm here with you. I'm here with you. And not even, as we know, many parents just try to stop their kids from crying. But obviously, as you know, when your inner child needs a good cry, needs a good release, is it better to stop that and try to shift that and try to get the inner child to see the positive perspective of the experience? Or is it better to just let the inner child have the experience that it needs to have and let the inner child go through exactly what they need to go through and want to go through and release and share and cry and yell and whatever it might need to move that energy, move those emotions, and allow the necessary healing that's actually happening to let it do what it needs to do and let it run its course and let it go through the full experience that it needs to go through without us, the adult, trying to come and shift that experience and stop the crying, stop the pain, stop the roller coaster of emotions that the child is going through. What if we can just be there for the child and hug the child and listen to the child and not try to project our beliefs or ideas into the child, and not trying to share our wisdom and our insights and our perspective into a child. Just a perspective, an idea food for thought. There's more below.